Okay, I'm going to show you a new way that I just learned from another teacher about how to do long division in a different way. So I think this is so cool. What we do is still do the same steps. We still ask ourselves when we start out is if 13 can go into 8. Well, if this number on the outside of the division sign, the divisor, is bigger than our first digit, it cannot go into it. So I'm just going to put an X here, knowing that I cannot put a digit above it. So now I ask myself, can I subtract 13 from 83? Well, yes, I can. So I subtract 13. We had 3 minus 3 is 0, 8 minus 1 is 7. And then I keep asking myself, can I subtract 13? Well, I still can subtract 13, so I keep going until I cannot subtract 13 anymore. So I can subtract 13 from 70. I have to borrow, making this a 6, making this a 10. 10 minus 3 is 7. 6 minus 1 is 5. And I can still subtract 13, so I keep going. 7 minus 3 is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. Again, I can still subtract 13, so I keep going. So again, I subtract 13 as many times until I cannot subtract 13 anymore. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. I can still subtract 13. Now I have to borrow. 11 minus 3 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. I can still subtract. 8 minus 3 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. So here's where I cannot subtract any more. When I get to this point, I have to stop. And then what I need to do is I need to count how many 13s that I subtracted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I subtracted 6 13s. That 6 is going to go above this 3 because that is where that I subtracted 13 from. But I still have a digit in my dividend. So I bring that digit down to connect it to this one. Now I have 55, and I start the process all over again. So I can subtract 13 from 55. 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 minus 1 is 4. Again, I can still subtract, so I keep going. I have to borrow, making this a 3, making this 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. 3 minus 1 is 2. I can still subtract 13, so I keep going. 9 minus 3 is, excuse me, 9 minus 3 is 6. 2 minus 1 is 1. I can still subtract 13. 6 minus 3 is 3, 1 minus 1 is 0, and I have to stop because I can no longer subtract 13. So again, I now count up how many 13s that I started subtracting after this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did 4. That 4 now goes up above the 5 because that is where we started the whole new subtracting the 13. Well, now I have a remainder because I have 3 left over. That remainder always goes up the top. So this is just another way that you can do long division, and it can work with 4 digits, 5 digits, 2 digits, 1 digit, divisors. It will work, and you'll still get the same answer as if you just did regular long division.